Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio using the Space Exploration mod pack. So last time we set up a new little mining outpost. Let me find that. It's in Odkin. So this is a new little mining outpost that's getting this vulcanite. And it's loading it into here. We already have a entire rocket ready to go to send us the send us a whole bunch of crushed vulcanite and a little bit of enriched vulcanite, which we're going to have to continue enriching in space in order to get the benefit of it. And I don't need these little slots there. I should get rid of that. Here, delete those. Do I have bots ready to do that? Yeah, I do. Okay. So we have a rocket ready to go. It's ready to be delivered, so we need to have a place to receive that rocket in space and to then process the rest of the vulcanite. At the same time, we also need to deal with some of our residuals from our existing processes. I've been waiting until we got logistic systems in space. Now we have it. So we kind of ran out of excuses for waiting. So let's just... let's go up into space in a moment, and I need a bit more rocket fuel first. And then we'll start letting things out. So let's grab some rocket fuel. We're still getting some blue science, teal science, I suppose I should call it. We're getting all sorts of stuff that I don't know how to deal with. Visible spectrum data, stuff that you get from telescopes. Well, we'll look at that once it becomes relevant for the next science pack. Where is my my capsule? I think I just picked it up, so it's probably sitting around somewhere because I would have landed. No, wait a minute. No, it was compromised, so we have to go pick it up from where we were repairing our compromised packs, which was over here somewhere. You're making capsules. You're repairing capsules. There you go. Let's get some life support. Only 2. Are we having trouble here? We're low on coal, but... No. I need to make some more just raw life support things, probably, at some point. We do have our life support things in. I know I have some new equipment I could craft, I just haven't done it yet. Alright. Capsule. Let's find a bunch of these. There. We're slowly regenerating these from our last rocket launch. Astronomic Science Pack. That's the next set of science, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look in a moment. What they intend after the vulcanite science. So I've got these 2. We'll see if it ends up here or if there's other science packs that they want us to do first. Either way, let's get this going. So to launch, we need 13. That's probably more than I need. I do want to set up a mall in space also, at some point. Maybe we'll spend some time doing that today also. Oh, I should have grabbed this. I know I have one on the surface. Do I just want to go down and get it? Yeah, I'm just going to go right back down. Whoops, I forgot it. Good thing that's become pretty cheap. Although it does cost us quite a bit of copper to have to rebuild all those all the stages. But I was wanting... I guess I can grab several things. Do I need pulverizers? No. I want this. The landing pad. Can I make these in space? Casting machines? I think so. Here, let's grab a few of those. Zone discovery. Search for planets, moons, and asteroids using telescopes. Which we don't, it needs the science we don't have yet, but it's cheap. It only needs 11? Look at that. Triggers random zone discovery when researched. Arrow frame poles. Anyway, let's see what we can actually research next. Modules, sure. I haven't actually used modules for like anything yet. I probably should. Like I'm not loading modules into anything. There we go. Let's try that again. Just felt like wasting some fuel. Alright, how are we doing on power up here? Do we need to expand our power grid? Yeah, it seems fine. Well, now that apparently our science is, filled a belt up. The limiting factor here is definitely the space science. But that's fine. We're not going to worry about that right now. I should make some ground, I think. We'll build something right around here, perhaps. Look at all this junk I have. You go through that so quickly. Alright, let's get rid of some of this junk. So we have some machine learning data, which goes in here. Blank data cards. Rough data storage substrate. At some point, we'll just set up a whole bunch of chests requesting excess stuff of us. Plastic. Is that here also? No, that's lower down. What needs plastic? You need plastic. Glass. You need... Alright, that's just enough. Cleared up a little bit of room. Let's start looking at the next science pack. So, well, we need to make vulcanite blocks first, I guess. But we had said we wanted to make them at a rate. And we're going to need a bunch of vulcanite blocks for many things. Or should we start with them all? I don't know. I'm a little torn. But this recipe does need iron ingots. Which we don't have anywhere in our base. Because those need vulcanite blocks to make. So maybe we need to start with this and we'll work our way up. So the idea is that we need a whole bunch of radiation facilities. And they also need sulfur and petroleum gas to make this. We have the small amount of crushed vulcanite and some enriched vulcanite. We'll have to do some circuitry to make sure that this ratio stays at a good balance for producing this stuff. We need a whole bunch of enriched. This needs water. I hadn't thought about that. It does produce steam though, which we can use to get back the water. Okay. Let's deal with the recycling first. So, recycling facilities. So, all over the map, we have a bunch of scrap. We also have broken data cards, so I should probably just have a plan for them. So this is broken data cards, and this will just be scrap breakdown. We do have barrels also that we need to deal with. This has output of oil, so that might be where we get the heavy oil we need. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how much of our consumption can be derived purely from the scrap from the earlier processes. A lot of it, probably. Here, I need some chests. Can I just do this? Yes. How long is this recipe? Do we not need a bunch of these? 1 second, so no. Or at least probably not. I'll add a couple more. Missing space underground belt. This is why I say I need to make them all. Because right now I can't build it manually. I have to go and switch over a machine for a few moments to produce it. You already have some over here, I guess. Alright, and now we need to request. We need more of these. Just request a whole bunch of scrap. It looks different, but I think it's all the same thing, right? Now, it's a weird recipe because there's a chance it produces nothing. It like has a 10% chance of producing each of them, which means we could get lucky and get all 4 from one, or we could have nothing happen. Alright. And once we have a whole bunch of ore, we probably should just get it actually smelting back into the good. But we should probably use the new recipe, right? So what's the new recipe for making iron? Iron plates. So we have been making it just by putting in an electric furnace, but we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to... And this can go away. You are making iron plates. From iron ingots. In space. And iron ingots come from a casting machine. Molten iron comes from a furnace. And needs some pyroflux. Pyroflux is created from vulcanite blocks. And sand. Hadn't thought about the sand, but we're going to have to keep that in mind. And it's pretty cheap. 1 block per 10 pyroflux. And this recipe consumes how much? It doesn't even say. Whatever. Not much. And then we have the raw ore. So we need pyroflux, which is kind of what the virtue of having vulcanite is. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this yet. Maybe I should wait till we finish up the vulcanite. Yeah, I think I will. But this will be our new recipe for making iron in space. Instead, we'll just let things accumulate here. We need to deal with the oils, so probably we should make one of these. And we'll need a bunch of space piping. Where do I want to put the oil? Maybe... I can put it down here. That's fine. So I need a 7. Nah, but that won't fit. For those I need a 3. Or just even a bunch of 1s will work best, maybe. mean, I guess I could use a 3 there. Actually, wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. I should be thinking of this as these going past, because I'm always forgetting which one is the more expensive. It's much easier to have belts than to have underground pipes. So maybe move this over a little bit. We'll figure out where that goes based on pipe length. A 5 would work well there, I think. Yeah. Then a 7. Like that. A 15. And another 15. I kind of don't need a 15 there. Let's just go with a 9. And then we'll use some single pipes. There you go. Now we have a ton of scrap. Like, we have a ton of scrap just from all the resources, all the stuff that's been going on. So this is not going to seem like it's keeping up at the moment, but it might, after we flush out all the buildup, it might be able to keep up with our instantaneous use, or our normal consumption. It eats up scrap pretty fast. The issue I have here is that, for the most part, I am not putting anything... Like, this was our basic plan for how to get this stuff. We don't, like, have, like, bricks on a belt anywhere. We have bricks always just going straight into a facility from a cannon. So how do I get stuff into a logistic network? It's not impossible. It's just, you know, we gotta plan it out a little bit. I think I just need to make a whole bunch of these and start stealing from the brick. Start stealing from those. We can make that work. It's a little messy. So, stone and brick. Oh, I need to make another one for these. I forgot about that. Because we're definitely going to have a whole bunch of barrels. Right now, this is what we're going to eventually need chemical gel for, to make the thermal fluid. That recipe is very... Are we out? I think we might be out. Is that... Okay. I was going to say it's very efficient. Like, we lose 2% per cycle of heating up and cooling it down again. But I guess we'd use it a lot. So maybe I do need to get some of this in. Over to there. You know, I bet it would actually be cheaper to just use bots. So go ahead and fill up a barrel of heavy oil here, and you can request and drop it somewhere. request empty barrels. Probably should bring up more logistic bots if we're going to be using this like this. But whatever, whatever. Okay, so that's that. Let's see. What other stuff can we just steal from somewhere? Well, at a minimum, we should make these like those. The green circuits we can just steal, because those are being produced. And red circuits. And for why not, let's go ahead and just put some wire in a box. Here's plastic. Can I move this up one? Yes. Did I just break a green circuit? I think I did. So connect that to that. And that to down here. There. Not a green circuit, a green circuit network thing. The greens we said we wanted. We can do that right here. I guess we could use this for our copper. Why not? Maybe we should use multiple for copper. I don't have any roboports. I'm sure I do have some roboports. They're just not in front of me. Our bots have a roboport. Yes? Maybe? No? Yes. Good bots. Alright, what do I not have? I should probably do the same thing here. Here. Bring this one over like that. Glass, we're not doing yet. Steel. I don't want to move this one because it's going to disconnect all these green circuits. It would sure be convenient, though. That's a great spot for it. Just grab it from the belt, I guess. Looks good. I need an aerobic port. These should definitely be, and the other two, yeah. A whole bunch of things need to be much more better set up. The heat shielding and LDS. I think I might really not have... No, it's gotta have one. It's just coming very slowly. There you go. So here's LDS. Let's just put it... Here. No. I need some steel. Alright. Looks good. What is not in our logistics system yet? Concrete? That's not for real in our system. Oh, and the motors. I said I would looked at them, but then I didn't actually do it. So these motors, and the simpler ones. Right here. We're probably missing something, but I'm not immediately... It's not coming to mind exactly what I'm missing. So let's just go ahead and start trying to lay out some stuff, and we'll see where we run into problems. Alright. So, our basic pattern is going to be one of these. No, two of these. With a thing right there in the middle. Inputs in the middle. Outputs to the side. Like that. Requester chest as inputs. Set to blank right now. It's the same pattern we use in the ground. Just a very convenient way of making them all. Alright, and the first thing we need to do is to build the things we need to build the things. So, that would be steel chests. Then the passive providers. And the active requesters. poles, which need sticks and cable. Okay. We need to build the inserters. So stack inserters need blue inserters. We don't have gears, because we're always building gears in place. So blue inserters. And those need yellow inserters. And those need burner inserters. But let's make a copy of this before we go any further. And those are already part of our system. Now the actual the assembling machine. So to make the assembling machine, we need to have blues, which are not in our system yet. Let's go and add that. Why are we making some blues? Here? Yeah. Well, first of all, let's just replace that. You're stopped because you don't have enough sulfuric acid. Because we're not sending any more up into space, apparently. Something's going wrong on the ground. I mean, actually, wait a minute. I must have screwed up something because this isn't connected to our grid. Like, there's no green wire to it. So where should it have been connected? Was it because I moved something? Was it ever working? Here, let's just hook it up again and see if it fixes it. Send me some sulfuric acid. There we go. I'm not quite sure what I did there to screw that up, but it's whatever, it's fixed now. Did this get fixed? Did we ever send stuff over here? No, because this isn't requesting. We need a requester chest. There we go. That should go. How's this going down here? Okay, we do have these. Perfect. So we're up to date. Now we can perpetuate this machine, this production line. I think I probably want to make roboports next. So to make a roboport, it needs concrete, which we don't have in our system yet. But I think I am shooting some up into space, right? Where do we use concrete? We use it, I think, to make the furnaces, right? Which are here. No? No, we don't use it. Are we not shooting concrete into space? Probably not. I don't think I have. I'm not making concrete down here. I don't think. Solid fuel, yes, but not concrete. What about our main base? No concrete. And the issue with concrete is it needs water, right? Where is it? Concrete. Yeah, it needs a lot of water. So we shouldn't make it on the planet. I'm sorry, we shouldn't make it in space. Because we have to shoot up as much water as you would be to shoot up the concrete itself. We'll have to go down and set up a new cannon. So until then, we can't make that many more roboports. That's a shame. There was some concrete up here that we brought up in a box. And these don't quite connect. I need to force a connection between them. Oh, looks like we're having some power problems now. Because our roboports are all getting into it. Yeah, look at that satisfaction. It's terrible. How many solar panels do I have up here? Many. We're running a bit low on life support. We're going to have to head down soon in 13 minutes. Did I screw up something? No, I've got this up there. I just don't have as much life support as I thought I did. Or maybe we just have been up here longer than I thought. Longer than I realized. It must be cleaned. Straight edges only. Good enough. Oh. Again, the issue with the roboports. Yeah, I'm gonna steal a couple. Those are not well placed. I should put them here instead, so that the pattern is a bit closer. Because these are in the upper row, so these should be in the upper row. Then I can just grab something like this and go like that. Alright, we only got 6 minutes of breath left. So let's get rid of all this junk. And head back down to the surface. Start shooting up some concrete. Get our life support going again. All that sorts of stuff. I know I'm not doing much with the Pyroflux or the Vulcanite yet. But I felt like this was more important to get out of the way. Got to keep in mind that our bots are dying as they do this. There's like hostile wind or whatever. First thing, we're very low on rocket fuel. Let's make sure we don't fall out of space or all out of the air. Let's get this going. I think we just need more canisters because right now we lost a bunch of canisters when we had to do a when we had to return in a compromised shuttle, when we had to just do the emergency burn. Half of our life support went away. So I probably need to switch this over to producing new ones. I'll do that in a moment. I probably didn't need to load that much fuel into that rocket, but that's okay. The equivalent of upstairs. What I wanted was a cannon. Do we not have big electric motors in our system? Down here? Probably not. I'm probably lazy. Yeah. Bots, where are you? Get these things made. There they come. Alright, there we go. Delivery cannons. Alright, I want a copy of this. We must have missed something. I must have offloaded a bunch of stuff in a different chest than usual, because I don't have all the materials I usually have. Here's the concrete. Here, bring me stuff. This needs to be turned off. Oh, I need to set up a delivery cannon space for it also. That's fine, we can do that. But this recipe is going to be shooting up the concrete. Did we not have a green wire? Because this should have been a green wire like right there. I guess not. So you are going to load stuff when concrete, the signal for concrete, is greater than 500. That's the room left. Okay. Finally they got me this stuff. My base is just so spread out that it takes a while to get stuff. Here, you're good. Enough. So right now there shouldn't be any signal at all for concrete. We need to send one. Looks like I'm just, at a glance looking at this, they're set to, most of them are set to, if it's below 500, if there's more than 500 room, then send it. So anything that's below, looking on the right screen, anything that's above 500 means there's a lack of it in space. Anything below it generally means that we fulfilled it. That's not quite true for the barrels, but it's close to that. So it looks like LDS is the main thing in copper. And copper seems to be persistently an issue. I think I want to go change up a bit of my copper belting down the south. We can mess with that in a moment. But I wanted first to get some more life support being built. Which I believe needs these. That's cleaned up old containers, but we need just empty ones, which need secure containers. Where do those come from? They're from several things. Am I by chance just making them somewhere as part of these things, perhaps? No. They're not that. I thought they might be that thing. So plastic, glass, heat shielding, steel, copper. And then heat shielding. This is LDS. Where's my heat shielding? Oh, there it is. I just wasn't seeing it. It's right above the glass. I mean, I guess I could be using this to make it, but whatever. Whatever. No, I think we can't. It needs to be built in a life support facility. Or no. The next step has to be built in a life support facility. This can just be built right here. Here, don't do it here. And that will do a few. And then they'll get turned into secure containers here by adding this processing unit. And then filled over here, but we need some coal for that. And I really should be taking more advantage of the logistic network rather than running around and doing it all myself, but I'm going to be, you know, lazy and not setting up a way to do things more lazily. Okay. We'll check back on that before we head back up into space to set up the concrete receiver. But like I said, I wanted to do some messing around with the belts down in our copper area. So let's grab some belts and hitch a ride on a train. We've been doing this a long time. I mean, this is quite a lot of factory given... I mean, it feels like a very big factory to me. Even not including all the off-planet parts. Looks like our scientist stopped. What's the... Oh, it's because I turned that one little thing in space science. Because I was having to make underground belts. We'll have to switch that back. Alright, so the issue is that most of the copper we're shooting up is right here. And that's all being linked from one of these, rather than from the combined all three of them. So... at the moment, it's not an issue, but as we shoot more and more in space, it does become an issue. And I think I need to get these to load a little faster, too, perhaps. Then we also need to very quickly turn them down, turn them off. Maybe the best way to do that would just be to copy them. That way they'd already have the signaling. Yep. There we go. See, now we're starting to see some issues. I have to do these individually rather than being able to just copy paste the entire bundle. Otherwise, what am I saying? Otherwise, they'll get the wrong signaling. Because this one's looking for something different than this one over here. And I'm being lazy about just letting them all work the same way. This one was never turned on. Yeah, in fact, it's not looking for anything. Got any more of those? More wire? Some of these are more on demand than others. Like some of them are the output is assuming that it's going to be firing every second. Some of them the output's, you know, every 10 seconds. But whatever. This is fine for now. I wanted to connect all these up though, so that they're sharing. So it's a five-way, or yeah, it's a five-way split. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are so terrible at this. And I don't even know how to do a good five-way split. I'm just gonna do a four-way split and then just I mean these are already half belts, so. And this is a half belt. This is already balanced. Look at this. So really it's a 3 and a 5. That's what we're trying to do. Maybe the way to do that would be to just have the bottom one. Let's just assume that this one is going to feed this one that we barely are using. I don't even know how much these are on. They are on. This one's helping to make the red circuits, so I shouldn't, you know, shouldn't ignore it. So why don't you say prefer going right? As long as that's not backed up. Alright, then these we'll just treat as a four-way split. I am sure that I could go and look up a good 3 to 5 balancer. But I'm not going to. Here, maybe we should make these have preferences? Because these are so much forward. So you prefer from left. And you prefer from right. It's all flowing now. Until it starts to back up. Alright. How is that going in terms of signaling? I screwed something up. Because it's at... One of them's up at 2. Which one did I screw up? This one? Yeah, it's this one. But you're just having trouble. Okay, this is the one that I'm actually using for not just green circuit. Not what is this even? Either way, this is the one I'm stealing to make, I believe, the blue circuits. So it's not that this is undersupplied. It's just it takes a long time to load the energy for it. What I might want to do is have 2 cannons shooting to this one thing. Like, I'd have to make another one down on this line. And I don't have a cannon on me, do I? In the future we'll do it, perhaps. If we end up having trouble. Let's get the I didn't bring an cannon on me, so I can't make the concrete one. No, I did. I made the concrete one already up in the north. We're good, I think. Let's go get our life support and head back up to make the receiver for the concrete. And fix our science then. And then we'll keep on finishing up our mall. Oh, this produces scrap. So this hasn't been working that well. Nah. Always with the scrap. Like, we just tried to solve that problem in space and then we end up with this mess. Okay, let's make a filter. You're outputting back to there as a filter. And you're doing this for scrap. I don't feel like waiting around. I'm gonna wait for this one, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get a bunch next time, I guess. So that's still 13. That's an hour or two of life support, probably. What am I doing? I am dropping all my stuff in a box and then refueling my capsule. I can keep that. The fuel. We should bring some extra, what's it? Some extra robots with us when we go up. And roboports, because why not? Alright. I must have put the capsule here. Bit more fuel. Just a bit. Alright. Whoops. Are those not set right? They look off. They are off. I have a gap between them. Just like that. There we go. How's power doing? So we did hit maximum for a while. These all got laid out. Yeah. Okay. So we need to set up a similar one of these that can take lubricant. In fact, maybe lubricant can be just always down the side. So what I want to make are these space transport belts and that kind of thing. So things that need lubricant. I don't know why I did that. That was a bad idea. I can craft these from one of these. That works. But that needs cosmic water, so that should be a different thing. Anything else that needs lubricant? Not at the moment. But we're gonna save like this row of stuff for lubricant requiring items. I mean, I guess we could actually pull the lubricant right here. So you are emptying lubricant. And we need a bunch of 3s. I need to go and pick up my stuff from a box. And see if we have any more of those chests. We should. We might have to make them, but I'm getting distracted. Alright, and let's fix you. You need LDS. Here, have some of mine. We just made a place a lot of ground, which is why we are so lacking in LDS. Because it's all going to reflow in this chest. Alright, and I do have a delivery cannon chest. Do I have an arithmetic combinator somewhere? Can I make one? Yes. Oh, I did have some. I'm just going to do it right here, just because it's an empty spot. I need to set up my personal logistics again better, so that it handles the transition back and forth to space. How big is our network? So we have 1,000 bots, so that means safety is we're within safety, because every level of safety is 500, and we have 3 levels, I think. Or no, maybe this okay. Never mind. We do need to research another level. Alright, and you're going to be requesting concrete. We need to place a combinator. So you... Okay, I need more of that. More wire. Tell the combinator how much you have. The combinator... Oh, it looks like we are still having a lot of electricity issues. Maybe we need to go and get some methane ice and start burning in order to instead of relying on solar. But it feels like we should be able to rely on solar. But look at that satisfaction. It's terrible. It's all because of the roboports. Anyway, so you are going to be saying you want 2,000 minus how much concrete you already got. Outputting that as concrete. And then we need to send that signal somewhere. Where's another one? Up there? This doesn't work. We're not pulling heavy oil up into space. Well, whatever. I was thinking we could use this as our green, but no, it's not working. We'll have to just keep on extending it. There. So concrete is now at high demand. Let's look down the planet. You should be receiving a signal that lets you load. Yep. Let's point this at that new chest. And then turn it on. So as long as it says there's room for another 2,000 concrete, we're going to be shooting up extra concrete into space. Let's see if it's landing well. Where are we doing that? Here. No. Here. So right now it's just immediately shooting it and putting it in the chest, but that's fine. I just want to have a full chest of concrete right here all the time. Kind of feels like we're not making much progress on this scrap. We're gonna need to clear that out soon. How are we doing on thermal fluid? Very little of it again. Yeah, I was thinking, oh well, we'll see. Maybe once we get all the scrap processed, we'll have a huge amount of oil. Or maybe we need to go to the moon and Sol Salas and just start shooting up tons and tons of oil into space. Should we place some more solar panels? It does seem like we're having some issues. That means we will have issues in the future with more scaffolding. Ground is expensive in space. But there's no night, so solar panels are so efficient. No, we drifted a little bit. Ah, this is getting worse and worse. That's enough. We don't have enough room for any more. So... and watch how our bots die trying to traverse over this little gap here. What am I doing? I am looking for... What was I doing? I had a plan. Then we got disrupted. Whatever. Let's just go ahead and keep on building up our mall. So, do we have lubricant barrels in the grid? Like No, we don't. So I think we need to have a little... Just flip this over here a little bit. Into a chest. Alright. And then we'll go and grab the lubricant down this way. We don't need that for piping, do we? No. Definitely gonna have trouble with LDS. Let's make this a little bigger because it's a fast recipe. Or do we? No, we don't really need to. Maybe we should. Doesn't hurt nothing to have a bit of excess over here. Alright, what else do I need to make just... I guess I'll piping. Let's do piping. I'm gonna do it over here. And then all the different types of pipes. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do that right? It doesn't matter. I did that wrong. This is probably so wasteful having this much pipe backed up. But whatever. Substations. Sure. Green wire. Why not? Oh, and the whole reason I started setting this up in the first place is I needed those radiation buildings. I didn't want to just have to make them all by hand. So... See, we took some damage there. Because our science, our swarm safety isn't high enough. So, I guess we need repair packs. I'm trying to find a clever way of putting it. Okay, looks good. What now? Oh, I forgot. I have a whole new set of power armor. But I'm wearing a thruster suit. So this one does not say that it has mag boots. So maybe this would be bad to wear in space. Maybe that's just for fighting biters. I probably should upgrade to a better roboport, but I'm not relying on my own bots to build stuff anymore very much. I'm not going to worry about this now. So in space, I want to build those radiation facilities. Where are they? Come now, where is it? Radiation. Am I confused? Did I not research it? I'm sure I researched it. It was... Wait a minute. So it's not this, it's not that either. It's here. This. Radiation facility, that's what it's called. And it's this thing. That's a laser facility. Radiation facility. Okay, it needs to be built in a space manufactory. That's why we're not seeing it in the assembly machine. It needs fuel cells. I guess we'll have to go get them from the surface. We need to start building space manufactories. Also. Why are you not working? Because you have barrels, and we're not getting rid of barrels very well. Let me just have a big requester facility pulling in all the barrels. Or that doesn't actually make sense to have a big requester. You never need a big requester. That was a mistake. But I want is a big storage and a small requester. Give me some steel. Our bots are still taking damage. Or no, they're just dying. They're not taking damage anymore, though. They're not damaging the facility. I guess it's a % chance, perhaps? You are requesting barrels. You are requesting all the barrels. And I'm loading them into there. Alright. So these are going. We've got a bit of piping. Alright, I know I said I was going to do more vulcanite block stuff, but I think it's going to take some time for us to get those radiation facilities. And we're going to have to go down to the surface in order to get things sorted out for them anyway. So I think I'm going to stop here for now. We've made some real progress just in terms of getting our in-orbit supply in a much better place than it used to be. I'm still not liking the speed at which we're processing this scrap. Like, we might just want to double this up, because there's an awful lot of scrap out there. But at the same time, we're not using it yet. We're not using the output. So I don't want to, like, go crazy on it. But yeah, that's a concern. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Until next time.